The purpose of FMCSA and CSA is to reduce accidents and keep vehicles safe out on the road. So collection, analysis of roadside inspection, accident, and FMCSA intervention data is used to identify fleets with the greatest risk to motorists. You don't want to be on that list. The first thing we'll cover is that non-compliance found at roadside inspection can elevate CSA scores, directly affecting your trucking operation. Out-of-service violations for individual vehicles can take them off the road and render them undrivable until repairs and re-inspection can be made. This can cost your operation time, money, and fines, all unnecessarily. There are two reference books that ensure compliance. One is the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations, and the other is the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance Out-of-Service Criteria. This green book outlines all possible violations. This CVSA book outlines when a driver or vehicle should be placed out of service when issues of non-compliance are found at roadside, all of which affect your CSA score.
The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website is the main website for understanding the CSA scoring system and accessing your CSA scores. Your challenge is to master it, become a subject matter expert, and we're here to help. You can also access your scores through the efficient FMCSA portal, which allows you access to all 7 CSA basics. Once logged in, you see 7 basics with your scores as shown in this example. It includes carrier data, roadside inspections, crashes, and FMCSA interventions. Each of the 7 basics are divided into 5 distinct peer groups where the companies are ranked. One of the 7 basics is unsafe driving, which includes speeding, following too close, and lane deviation. Crash indicator includes all preventable and non-preventable DOT recordable crashes at your company. Hours of service includes all applicable driver hours of service violations. Vehicle maintenance includes all applicable vehicle parts and accessories that are not in proper working condition. Controlled substance, alcohol, and hazardous material basics are also included. Lastly, driver fitness includes driver qualification, most often the validity of the operator's license. When you reference the vehicle maintenance CSA score, you will see a percentile of 63%, which means 63% of the companies in this peer group have less total CSA points than this motor carrier does. The lower the percentage, the better. On the CSA score for unsafe driving, you will see a yellow triangle, which indicates this fleet has an alert which could trigger an FMCSA intervention. The more alerts, the greater likelihood of an FMCSA intervention. If this company cannot control their vehicle maintenance CSA scores, it could end up in an alert status as well. FMCSA will conduct comprehensive or focused interventions at motor carriers with demonstrated patterns of noncompliance. These are the acute and critical maintenance violations that can affect a carrier or result in fines or penalties. Acute violations are isolated incidents of noncompliance. Critical violations are those that show a pattern of noncompliance equal to or greater than 10%. If these issues of noncompliance are discovered, the likelihood of civil penalty and adverse ratings are high. Your people are the best defense for finding and repairing vehicle defects. Be proactive. Your drivers, mechanics, and supervisors finding defects is far better than when FMCSA does. Now for a few tips to show you how. You can be proactive and find defects that affect your CSA score. This model is called the Safety Management Cycle, designed to improve safety culture at your company. The Safety Management Cycle is explained to carriers when the FMCSA investigator closes out a comprehensive or focused intervention. To help you understand this model, let's use annual DOT inspections as an example. When referencing the Safety Management Cycle, you start with policies and procedures and work clockwise around the model. Have you identified key roles and responsibilities to people to ensure annual DOT inspections are completed on time? You must ensure you qualify and hire the right people to do their jobs. Have you trained and communicated to these people on the role and responsibilities that are assigned to them? Do you effectively monitor and track whether or not annual DOT inspections are completed properly and within required timelines? What meaningful action do you take when you discover that the work is or is not being done? Remember, meaningful action can be both reward or punitive based. I challenge you to look at your own operations and apply this model to all areas to ensure compliance.